Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. You join us once more in the cartographer, in the map editor, where last time we were creating this little beach with its little sandbar, its rocks, its trees, and this tiny aloe vera. The episode before, we were working on this kind of hill structure with its cave, a functioning cave, which is actually a tunnel which goes through to the beach, its hidden shipwreck, and all the shrubs and things that go over the top to make it look a little less like a big pile of rubble and more like something that you would find in nature. It goes out onto this beach here and, oh, well, there's nothing more except for these two rather large mounds, which, well, they're big mounds. Moundy mounds. Mounds that you would find on an island. Yep. So this time I thought what we could do is get cracking and, well, build a little harbour area. Basically, I played Jurassic Park Trespasser, which was voiced by Minnie Driver and Richard Attenborough. Yeah, that's actually quite an old game. The control method was a lump of wobbly pink blancmange, and it was innovative but difficult to play. The best way to play it was just put the cheats on, infinite ammo, and just shoot dinosaurs in the face until they stopped moving. Interesting health system as well. There was no UI. It was one of the first games I played with no UI. The health was literally a tattoo on your chest. Considering you played Mini Driver, you can kind of guess where that was. So we are going to flip up rocks and what structures. Let's go structures. For what I was thinking we could do is make a little harbour area. Well, have an attempt at making a little harbour area. I don't know if I want to have it here. Kind of seems an obvious place. Or if I want to have it here. Less obvious, a little bit tight, especially with the headlands and everything. The other thing I really wish we could do is turn off the environmental effects, because the shadows and everything, they're great in the game. It's as if clouds are passing in front of the sun. It actually has no bearing on the volumetric clouds in the game. It just happens to get dark and light every now and again, which is not something you want when you're messing around in the map editor. Come on. We've already done all that last episode. So we'll find a shipwreck, a nice shipwreck, a pretty shipwreck. That is a pretty shipwreck. That's a nice shipwreck. Is it too big? I don't know. So yeah, when you pull stuff out of the item list, it'll actually just clip to whatever you've whatever geometry or whatever other items you've got in the world until you let go, and then it will then just no clip through stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that. Could have pressed delete. Didn't press delete. Press something else instead. We have. Let's see what's under the water. Boom. Well, the abyss, which goes all the way down there. We don't really have much seabed to play with. We also want to put some sharks in there. So sharks don't like objects in the sea. They're not very happy with that. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're just going to have to play. She is a big boat. That is a big boat. I'm wondering if she's too big. Too big for what we need her for. Maybe. Don't know. Let's just persevere. I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking like, maybe we should do shorter videos, like 20-minute videos. And I thought, well, no, because 20-minute videos gives you essentially just the crib notes on the map making, and doesn't give you all the decisions, mistakes, and everything that people have when making maps. Like now, I'm just positioning a boat that would get edited out. But it's kind of an important thing, because if we do have Sharky Boys running around, where are the stairs up? Well, not here. Is that an entrance way? Would that be an entrance way in there? A door certainly might be. Oh no, it's here. It's here, and the stairs are up here. Okay, fine. Fine. So, knowing that, we can make it difficult for players by actually having the ship listing to the opposite side. It's definitely sunk. Ain't no one getting out on this bad boy. Or we could. So we did that. The inside's kind of. Thinking about it. Let's see what other shipwrecks we got. Beauteous. That's a nice one. We've got this one, which is. It might actually be better. Yes, yes, I see now. Suddenly I see. Oh, okay. The axis has got a bit wrong there. The axis of power. Right. So we can use these sections as a bow and a stern. Have we got anything else that's kind of interesting? Nope, we go into the seaforts. And I don't really trust them. I don't trust them too much. So we got shipwreck 5A. Let's get rid of you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's grab shipwreck 3A, which is... Hang on a sec. Oh, it's got an LED problem. Get too far away and it just vanishes. Yeah, that's a level of detail. I ain't going to go into that again. So we get this bad boy. Okay, right. Let's think about this. Let's think about this logically. I think that's too big. I don't want something that's massive. Is what she said. Oh, probably didn't say actually. Okay, let's use this one here. Fine, we're going to use this. It says a little bit smaller, a little bit better. Because if we put things that are too big in the world, kind of breaks your immersion, breaks the illusion. Also, we can do more funner things. We can do more fun things. We can do more interesting things. Things can be done with the bits what we have. So we can use this shipwreck, which is shipwreck 7A, which normally lays down on its side. Got a bit of an issue with this one. Because in the front here, a treasure chest might spawn, so players are going to go inside, which means you need a way for them to at least be able to swim out. Don't forget that. Also, I have no control over the camera speed. You can hold down shift if you're a masochist and speed it up, but honestly, ain't gonna help. Ain't gonna help. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look away from the water. No. We're gonna risk it. So we're gonna click on the cog. Display ocean. Goodbye ocean. Right, okay, cool. But how are you going to make the rest of the boat? You could have used the pre-made one, you complete special person. Oh, alright, well, okay. Shipwreck 4A is already selected. That's what we're going to use for the rest of the boat. What? Well, yeah, that's the thing, innit? I'm going to use 2 of them, actually. So the thing about the ocean is she is a cruel mistress, and anything that goes in the sea tends to get completely annihilated. Okay. So there's 2 sections. This kind of, I'm guessing it's a bow section only because of the way the mast is set. I think it's a bow section. I'm not sure. I mean, you can use it with the other shipwreck and have it as a stern section. What's something weird going on with the shadows there? Oh, it's the LOD. I wish I could crank the LOD sliders all the way up and forget about them. Okay, so we got this bad boy here. And it's now on the seabed. Cool. We can just leave it like that. Or we can press C. I'm going to press C. Already did. Don't know why I'm telling you that, because we're already there. It's already happened. Press R. Gonna rotate this bad boy around. What are you doing? Don't panic yourself. It's fine. Because what we are doing is going to play with clipping stuff into the floor. Oh, all right. Is this gonna work? Kinda. So I'm just lining her up with what's there. See? Gives the suggestion of a much bigger boat without actually having a much bigger boat. Oh. It gets a little bit fruity towards the back. I'm going to be honest. So what we can do is rotate it down. Ooh, like that. T and go full on Mary Rose with it. Oh, okay. So if we push that out a little bit more. It's only just rotate it the other way. That might work better. Okay, rotate, grab the green, 180, no scope it. All right, that feels a little bit better. That feels a little bit more Graf Zeppelin than. Okay, cool. There's that. So what do we got? It's open. It's kind of like the rest of the boat is now not there. Press T, bring you in a little bit. I'm just kind of lining it up by eye because there's no snapping in the map editor. There just isn't. Don't know what to tell you guys. So we'll do that. I just kind of... No, I don't want the claw-like... Oh, that's better. Let's bring it out a little bit. Just making it look like it should look using the available parts. That's better. Alright. Anything weird going on here? Well, apart from these bits in the middle. No, not really. We can sort that out. We're going to hit on terrain. We're going to hit on the brush. We're going to hit raise. We're going to make sure the amount slider, which is inherited between all these brushes, including the cog, which actually does nothing. But if you have the cog selected, you get the brush icon. I don't know. Get rid of that. It doesn't work. You can click forever with the cog selected and nothing will happen. I swear there's a that's what she said in there somewhere. So we're going to change the amount down, change the size of the brush down, and just kind of raise it up here. Yeah, just to get rid of some of the stuff in the middle. We just want a suggestion that there is the rest of the boat in there that's collapsed in on itself. We don't need the rest of the boat actually there. Just a suggestion, just a hint, just a little hinty hint. And looking at the depth of things, it's pretty freaking deep. Bearing in mind that all your hard work might be for naught because the game might freak out and go, you know what, I'm going to put a rock here, and then, oh no, and you have no control over that. That's randomly done for each tile, for each player. So you have no way of controlling what undersea elements are there. It might just be covered completely in coral, in which case, good luck with that. You ain't going to be able to, well, do anything about it. Sorry. The other thing I'm doing is raising the seabed, but only on one side, and only on the side it's tilted. Tilted. Why would you do that? Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, raise that up. That was set high. That wasn't smooth. I wanted to smooth it. Because when you have something on the seabed, like a rock or a shipwreck or something, you tend to find that one side is covered in sediment, depending on which way the current's going. So one side will be sort of dug out, and the other side will be sort of a little bit more raised up. You know, raised up. Cool. So we're just brushing back with a smooth brush. It's a seabed. I mean, in theory, it doesn't matter. You'll be swimming for your life anyway. Stick your head under here. Make sure you can still swim out. Oh, can you still swim out? How do you know? All right, calm your pants. Pants must be calm. We'll put a door in here. Yep, that's about the height of a player. Fine. Done. Also, it's underwater. Wait, how much of this is underwater? We don't know. We are blind to the elements. Oh, all of it. Yeah, so basically you might be able to swim in here. You're going to have to swim in and out anyway. So I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So, in the map editor, the undersea fog doesn't work at the moment. It used to work. I don't know why it's not working. But boop. That's what we got. We got some metally bits. And next, for my next trick, we gotta put some objects in the sea. Gotta get some rocks in on this action. Now, what I'd like is some sort of key. Unfortunately, I mean, we could literally just grab big rocks, put them out, no problem. You could put thousands of them, Zulus, thousands of them, out into the sea. Good. Congratulations, you've just crashed someone's game who has a less powerful machine, because there is an item limit, and the trees and the rocks, and specifically I think animals, anything with AI, so snakes, crabs. You got crabs, you got a problem. Too many crabs. Fish, not the fish, but the other fish, the fish with the teeth, the sharks, sharky boys. They all add to like an AI limit, so the more stuff you have, the slower it's going to be. Having said that, let's see what we can do. There is no quayside pieces, probably because, well, I guess they never never considered someone would try to build a key. So yeah, in the Jurassic Park video game, Jurassic Park Trespasser, what was the... Oh, was it Isla Sorna they were on? It was Site B, I think, which is, I think, Isla Sorna in Jurassic Park. Yeah. So let's see if we can make a natural key slash groin, I guess. Groyne. Yep, let's do it. We're doing it. Things are happening. Yep. Things are definitely happening. I don't think we can make it flat. Let's not make it flat. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Just make it look man-made. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a better plan. In fact, as part of a better plan, I'm going to delete you because we need to put you on the seabed. Yep. So it snaps the seabed even though we're above the world, above the water surface. But what we need to do, I mean, we can push rocks against each other. That's not even an issue. It's a non-issue. It's an issue if you make it an issue. And then we're going to rotate this bad boy around. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Big rock. And we can use the other rocks to do things. We're going to use this big rock too, which we're going to put together. And then the next patch they'll probably remove. They'll be like, oh, you know, I hate the big rock too. I'm all Australian, yo. It's how Australians talk. Because I'm in Forex and neighbours. Nah, I'm being stupid. But it is a risk. It's a genuine risk. If you are building stuff in the map editor and you're like, I really like this plant, or I like this tree, or I like something, you might find that you've spent ages building something, and then it's removed from the map editor. You're not building that above the surface, dude. I know. Oh, you didn't see that? That was a hand signal. That was a sort of a wavy hand signal. You didn't see that one either. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're just kind of laying a foundation and then just seeing, because it doesn't need to be perfectly above the surface. I think by the fact that this thing is all broken up and wrecked and has been disintegrated, that we can safely say that anything left behind would be in a state of horrific disrepair on any Jurassic Park like island. So we are doing this, and we're just rotating around, just see if we can get some tessellation going, and then boom into the sea, just to make sure it's all. I don't quite think that fits. Does it fit the bill? Fits something. Oh, I tell you what we can do. I've got an idea, lads. This is the fun bit. You're putting things together and you're like, oh, this isn't quite working. I need to make this look like it should be here. There's a reason for it to be here. But I'm not, yeah. There are, that's part of the creative process. So, what we're doing is putting these rocks in, and they can't be alone. That's, you can't just have a bunch of rocks and then just be like, oh, that's a cool feature that I've just placed on the beach. It looks so supernatural. Well, supernatural, yeah, but not actually natural, because you wouldn't have just a line of rocks. I know they're supposed to be placed by peeps. We'll address that momentarily. But then, we're going to need other rocks on this beach. We're going to need to make a feature of this. Right, we are also going to need to go to these structures. We're going to need to go to the seafloor bridge. We're going to need to drag water up from the depths. Except you can't see anything because it's all shady and shadowy. Look, up from the depths. Whoop, boop. Oh, alright. Cool. I'll put that up near the beach. I hope it doesn't, because it wants to be underground. It wants to be deeper underground. I don't want it to be deep underground. Okay, cool. Oh, look at this. Oh, suddenly, we have something that we can use to create a pier. So we've got the rocks. Yep. Then we got this thing here. That makes a lot of sense suddenly. Yeah, it does actually. So we can hit R to rotate. Oh dear. No, you clicked onto something else, didn't you? What am I rotating here? It's the problem when you got a lot of objects together. You can't tab through them. I wish you could tab through them. It's not a feature. Whoa, it's windy outside. I don't know if that's going to come across on the recording. It's probably just going to be like in the background, just like a light breathing. That's a rock. Whoa. I guess a storm's back. Is that... Wait. I'm just sticking my head up. I'm like, is that... Oh, that's the rain. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were... So, yeah, I live next to the coast, and every now and again, Mother Nature decides she just hates everything and is having a bad day, so just annihilates stuff. Straight up annihilates it. Okay, so we've got this. I'm just trying to position it with what we've got. Working with what we've got is Trixie. Could you... I want you specifically. Alright. Then we're going to rotate a little bit more. Okay, cool. And then we're going to move this bad boy here. So we are going to need to select you and just move you to this point and then do a little rotate. It's better. I'd rather have just the edge poking through than have the whole thing obscured. Then we can do the same thing here. Let's move you down a little bit. Maybe move that out a little bit. Cool. And then at the end, we can use other rocks, rocky rocks. So we can use a small rock, just to disguise the fact that this thing just kind of ends. Actually, brain just stopped. Actually, we can use this small rock. Yeah, look at that. Is it working? It is now. Oh, it's hail. It's coming down the chimney. Oh, things are getting exciting. I say things. It's very dark outside now, but that's not. That's just the state of play in early March. Okay, cool. So we got this on the end. This does two things. This little block. It's going to disguise the fact that this piece just ends here. It's also going to give people something to jump onto, and they can just like derp down here, derp, sit here and go, oh, a shipwreck. Oh, I wonder if I can swim in there, and then it's going to be like, sharks. That's how it works. So we've done that. We've created a little piery boy. I'm going to just switch the... No, I'm not. I'm going to go to small one. I'm going to just click on terrain and objects so that we unlink that object from whatever we've been doing. So small rock one. Why are we using small rock one? What are you doing? Panic. I want small rock one. I want two of them actually. Because then I want to clone. I want to hit T. I want to bring the red marker up. Oh, actually thinking about it. Better. No, it's better on the other end. Oh no, we've beansed it. No, we haven't. It's fine. We'll press T for T, and then we'll go down, and we'll just bring that back to there. What are we doing? So that can go there, and that we'll press T and bring that in underneath, so it looks like a little pile. Got piles? Cool. Yeah, that's good. Unfortunately, we can't select both of those at once, so I'm going to press C to copy or clone. Then I'm going to do the same thing here, and then I'm going to click on the one underneath, C, and then it's going to be a little bit more tricky, isn't it though? Oh no, it is well more tricky though, isn't it? That's down into the sea. Oh, well, the camera's stuck on that. Let's go down here. Right. Cool. And because we're not monsters, we're going to bring that down to meet that. And then we're going to do a little rotate. Yep. Drop it down a little bit. Only because if you didn't rotate, these two would be in the same orientation and they just look like the same thing, even though they are, you know. Okay, cool. So we've got a couple of these rocky nodules. We'll bring that in a little bit. I think I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Whoop. Well, okay, we're rotating something. Rotate that a little bit more. Press T, bring it out a little bit so it's not quite clipping into the metal. Good. And that can kind of be like that. Right, whatever. Okay, cool. Cool. So what you have, terrain objects, is a little rocky outcrop made of just rocks. Literal, just we threw a load of rocks in. There's a couple of things maybe to moor your boat to. The last boat that was here didn't get moored very well. It is Dunzo Calrissian. Fine. We're also going to hit on terrain. We're going to hit on raise. We're going to make sure the amount is down because it's remained up from the last time we used the smoothing tool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring up the sand. Just over the edge of that. And there we go. There we go. Smoothing tool. Oh no, now we can crank it up. Whoa. Right, just make sure. That was the noise you have to make, by the way. You have to make noises like you're going insane when you're using the smoothing tool. Only because if you don't, it doesn't work properly. So remember to do that, kids. Brilliant. Okay, so we have a little vignette going on here. Oh no. The other thing we should probably do is throw some more rocks down on the beach. Beach, rocks, rocky rocks. That's the song you need to sing while selecting rocks. By the way, you have to do that. It's mandatory, otherwise the game won't work, it'll just crash. Cool. So what we're going to do is throw this bad boy down offshore, sink you down into the ground. There we go. Don't even need to rotate you or anything. I'm going to leave you like that. That's your position now. We're also going to throw something on the beach. Is that the same one? No, it's not. It's not. It's fine. Where else? Let's do it. Oh, I wish the sun would come out. Oh, there it goes. Alright, let's rotate you a little bit. Rotate. Let's press T, drop you down into the ground. Boom. Alright, nice. Okay, we got work to do. Now we can put a small rock on the beach as well. Maybe we put a big rock on the beach. Doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Oh, there you go. That's something just to stand on. The reason for doing that is if we didn't have rocks around here, then this would look a little bit out of place. It's just like, well, okay, you've done that, but now what? The other thing we can do is hit up terrain. Hello. Hit up raise and lower. Change the amount down. The amount. Okay, brilliant. Then raise it up. Just on this side. Wait, what? But you raised the other side before. Yeah, no. I'm a monster. No, it's just one side should be naturally shallower than the other. We'll probably make the beach disappear a little bit more on this side as well. There we go. That's better. That's betterer. Gives us a little bit more beach in front of this hillside. But also, look at that. It makes it look like this is interacting with the sea. Oh, I didn't even push this back a bit. Look at that. Didn't think I would, but I did. And we can make this side a little deeper because that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's do that. Let's do it. That's cool. And then cut that bit off underwater because that hill bit comes on, the ridge comes on a little bit too far. We're going to turn the display ocean off. We're going to go down and just have a look at what mess we've made. It's not too bad. I was looking at the bottom of the rocks to make sure that nothing actually is showing. Smoothing tool, we're going to hit the mount all the way up. Well, most of the way up. Not all the way up. That would just be reckless, and we're not reckless. Well, depends who you ask, really. But we're going to smooth that off a little bit more there, just because it feels better, and make sure this beach smooth. So, do that on there. Good. So, deep, not so deep. Deep, not so deep. You got it. Get it. Got it. Good. Right. We are going to crank that all the way up, because this bit here has got a bit of a weird ridge thing going on. Don't like it. Don't like it. Them triangles showing. Smooth this off as well. Let's just get that all smooth. Smooth. Right. Same format. So the this interacts with the seabed. This interacts with the seabed. This does not. Wait, what? Alright, let's raise. Oh, but we've got the amount slider all the way up. Yeah, there's no control Z in this. Also, apparently the sun's gone. There's a cloud in front of the sun. Nope. Alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is... I just want light. Aziz. More light. Please. And a cup of tea. Oh, a cup of tea. Oh, I'd love a cup of tea. A little bit of Earl Grey. Oh, that lemon and bergamot though. Apparently, now this is one of the things I've heard. Just a little tiny thing. Little tiny thing. If you go to America, North America, the US of A, nobody knows how to make a good cup of tea. Now, I don't know if that's true. I've never been. I'm assuming what's actually happening is people are using the coffee maker to make tea. It's got to be hotter than that. Can't use 80-degree water to make a cup of tea. It's got to be 100 degrees Celsius. It's got to be boiling. It's got to be like angry water. That's what you need. Angry water to make tea. Otherwise, you're just making, well, cup of hot grass, really. Just grass clippings, just yard clippings. That's not gonna be good. People are gonna look at that and say, "Oh, that's not good. I don't like it." Why are we talking about tea? I'm doing rocks and stuff. Oh, that's why. So yeah, these rocks now have the pattern. High on one side, low on the other. High on one side, low on the other. It's subtle. Pier, high on one side, low on the other. Boat, low on one side, high on the other. Well, this does face open ocean. And things get a little bit weird when you face open ocean. Okay, fine. So we can go boop, boop. I will leave that for the time being because that kind of now... yeah, that now works in context. So if we go up and look down, let's click on objects. We go up and look down. One side of the pier is deeper than the other side of the pier. We've got the boat, which goes up. Oh, wait, can we? Oh, we've just broken physics. Sorry if there's a black hole outside your window. Yeah, so we got the beach, we got the boat, and the boat, boop, has the rest of the boat all broken off underneath, so there's stuff to do when you're under the water, because, you know, that's going to annoy me. Smooth. Ridge. We have to do something about that, but later on. Okay, cool. Cool. But wait a minute, this isn't that interesting. I know, right? You're just like you're reading my mind. Or like I'm just talking in front of the PC to myself. Yeah, it's not that interesting. So what we're going to do is throw some rocks down. We're going to rotate that a little bit more. Yeah, we are. Big rock. Yeah, what was I was thinking about this when I was at work. I was like, I'm at work, blah, 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 important work and everything. And I was like, I swear game designers, sometimes they're not lazy, like level designers, not lazy. But you do see that they're like, oh, we need to make a path through a map, a linear path through a map. Okay. All right. Let's start on the beach here. All right. Let's put some invisible walls up. All right. Let's have them go through a valley. Yeah, fine. It's cheap enough to do. And then let's build a harbour at the end of the valley. But like really squeeze it in. All right. Was the game on? Is there something you needed to do? No. Find the most difficult spot on the map and then build your harbour there. Look, we've gone to the opposite side of the map than we were working on last time. Look, this is the place where people might land a raft. This is a place where people might get their face chopped off because they thought, oh, this rock's a nice rock for leaping off into the sea after they've run over the top. But this presents a whole raft of other problems. You're sailing onto the beach and, oh no, where do I go? Well, we're going to leave this bit here, sandy and open, I think. But the big bad rafts, you can get one in there. You can get one in there, but it's going to be tricky, especially if you're being run down by a shark. Sharks are like, oh, you know what? I'm having that. I'm having a bite of that. Oof, yeah. I just want it. It's just tasty. It's all right proper tasty, innit? Can't get a cup of tea to save my life, but I can get that dude on the raft. I'm having that. It looks like a V. I don't like that. So what we're going to do is hit small rock. Small rock. Are you the small rock? You're the small rock. Okay, cool. And press T, and then press R, and go like that. Kind of breaks that little V section up. Cool, nice. Well, is that what you're going for? I don't know. Snapping on other things now. Okay, cool. And then we're going to hit on train, and then we're going to hit on raise, and make sure the amount is down. Whoa, what? Facts. We're going to have to be a little bit careful about this. Because I want to raise this up. I'll raise it up just here. And then smooth it off. Ooh, boo. Right, cool. Why are you doing this? Oh, I see. I know you see. Well, I know some people will see. Some people are like, I literally have no idea. Read terrain height from here. That seems like a good one. Right, let's flatten that off a bit. Let's bring that up a bit. Nice. Smooth? Are we smoothing? We're smoothing. We're definitely smoothing. Because we've kind of got some weirdness going on here. Then we're going to use the raise, hard edge, small brush. Do we need to raise? That's a little bit too high there. So I want to raise this bit here. Boop. Raise it through there. Cool. That's alright. And then kind of lower. Lower. I want to lower you through here. You can see the brush jumping around. That's because the world is made of triangles and it's literally jumping onto each of the triangular nodes. So it's not like a properly smooth surface, and you can kind of see that. I don't know if that's going to show, but there's a little triangle in there that's kind of coming through. That's why we keep smoothing, building up and smoothing off. It's probably the least efficient way of doing this, actually, thinking about it. But we're going to hit the smoothing tool. Mount is up, size is smooth, so we use the smooth brush because it's more aggressive in the center than it is on the outside and allows you to create a smoother finish. Kind of like, are we still on the, oh no. Why is all the way up? I was gonna say, why isn't it doing anything? I want you to do something. I poke you, do it. Okay, cool. Spending a lot of time on this. Why? Well, because it's kind of a feature. Oh yeah, it's better. Let me just smooth it all the way back, too far back. Oh, pain in the butt. You are a pain in the butt. Pain in my butt. Let's just smooth over there, see if it actually does anything. Right, okay. Read. Boop. Size. Amount. No. Size down. And come back here and just kind of click around. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these rocks in, raising the terrain around them, and then smoothing it off, raising it, smoothing it off. Because what I want is a hard edge around the rocks. Like the ground is raised up around these rocks. It kind of looked like a V shape before. It's a lot less like it now. The reason is because we're going to put a tree there. Definitely. Of course. It was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. But there needs to be a reason for the tree to be there. I couldn't just put a tree down on the beach for no reason. Also, it means we can raise the ground up there and have it away from the tides, and it gives it like a visual protection from the sea, I guess. So we're going to have the trees. We're going to go to find a ficus. F for ficus. Ficus everywhere. I mean, that's not going to be chopped down. Ficus 2 can be chopped down. Ficus 1, chopped down. Drift pile. Wait, what? Do I have anything? There we go, that bad boy. And then, there's only one good ficus tree. I wish they put the old ones back. I don't know what the problem was with the old ones, but I liked the old ones. They were my friends. The trees. I actually think that's okay the way it is. It's low enough in the ground that you've hidden half the trunk. In fact, if we slam our face underneath the world, boom, and then under the water, boom. So the rest of the tree is under here, along with a bunch of other stuff. But, yep. Why have we done that? Well, okay, so what we've done is we've put half a boat with the ruins of half a boat, and we know that's going to generate loot. In order to make it more interesting than just something that's in the sea, we've had it interact with the world by raising the sand up on one side than the other. Then we've added this obviously artificial pier. Obviously artificial in that there's a bunch of rocks that someone stacked up, and then they've just put this metal walkway on the top. There's kind of a couple of obvious points in which you can moor something. There's an obvious reason for it being on one side than the other, because there's rocks here that will make landing a ship ill-advised. There's also this nice little tree, which kind of indicates not only the beginning of the pier, but provides some, I guess, it kind of anchors it, or ties it in together. So it adds a little bit of shade, adds a bit of interest. It's not just empty beach now. So we've got that. And obviously, because we are... One of these is going to be changed. And I can't remember which plant. The cerumen? The alocasia? I honestly can't remember. I know it's in the on the experimental server. One of these is changing, and I'm like, oh, I like these plants. Ficus trees. I like putting stuff under the ficus trees. Just like it kind of. If you put interesting things specifically under specific plants, like if you have a rock formation, you put rocks in there. If you have ficus trees and you put harvestable plants there. If you have things set in a pattern, you don't tell people about it. They go, oh, I found this thing under the ficus tree. Oh, I found this thing under a ficus tree. And then they learn naturally. It's telegraphing. Kind of what... There are some games that are really bad at that. The Long Dark is actually really bad at telegraphing where you should go and what you should be doing at any one time. I found that's good. Kind of confusing every now and again. Quawa, that was what I was looking for. The other thing that I found confusing is World of Warcraft. I was on there last night and I was like, how do you resize the chat window? The first question was, what mods you got installed? I'm like, what? What? I just want to resize I just want to move the chat window. It's behind all these bars. Oh yeah, but how? And I'm like, I don't know. I just turned it off. That game confuses the ass out of me. I guess because people have been playing it for so long, they forget that it is, or just don't understand. It's super confusing for people who are just new to the game. I mean, I haven't been playing it for 15 years. So, yeah, teaching players naturally about things is kind of is good. You want to teach them that if they do this, this will happen. Just adding a bit more mass to this ficus. Yeah, if they do this, this will happen. This is your reward for exploring. This is your reward for going to these specific areas. This is your reward for doing the things that you are doing. And if you can get it that a player finds that naturally, it's actually way more rewarding to them, because they feel a little bit more special and unique. So I'm adding this little tiny ficus tree and angling it over at quite an aggressive angle, sort of 45 degrees, in order for this branch to come out across the beach behind. We've added a few plants here. We've added the fruit tree, which is again angled slightly. We've added this little plant here. And what we're going to do is I want something behind here. It kind of looks a little bit nude on its own. Objects. I think we could probably get away with tossing some rocks down. There are shoreline rocks. Let's just toss that down into the ground. Can we use those? Rotate slightly. I'm not sure about this. Not sure about it. Can we use it in a subtle way? A subtle way. Okay. Just some of the rocks poking out the ground. And then rotate. There we go. That is subtle. Only the very tops of the rocks. Because there's going to be no grass textures or anything poking up through them. We can do this sort of very delicate detail on the beach. That's better. Right, I like that. That's better. I think I'll move it over a bit. Yeah, just so that what we can probably do is have a little path thing going on here. So we could click on back on terrain. So here, through here, what we'll do is we'll read height from further down the beach. Here's good. Target value is there. Amounts slightly up. Size is slightly bigger. Whoa, hey! When we said the amount slightly up, I didn't mean excavate the... Alright, well, we'll push this back. We've got plenty of room to play with. So we'll push this back, push it back, push it back, push it back. Cool, alright. Okay, so what I was aiming for is just a little sunken area around these rocks. And what we're going to have to do now is, because we haven't got an undo, click from there, click that, and then just kind of bring this out back to where it was. Ah, okay. So we can do that just by reading the height. So what we've got is a kind of a very subtle path through there. Crank the amount up on the... Smooth that off. I don't like it the way it is. Smooth all of this off. There we go. Smooth everything off. Everything gets a pass, a smoothing pass. You get a smoothing pass, you get a smoothing pass, you get a smoothing pass. Cool. Right, is that subtle? Yeah, I mean it's less visible now, but in the game I'll be fine. Okay, and the other thing, we got a theme going on. We could probably lower the train this side of the rocks. So remember the amount sliders all the way up, crank it all the way down. Size is a bit too big, and then just click, 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 click. I think that's definitely what we'll do. We can have that clickety clicks through there. Nice. So I've slightly changed the color of the sand as well. Smooth. I think we will. Size can be up, and then the amount is very, very small. Let's brush backwards through here. Okay, we got slightly higher on one side than the other. Yeah, fine. I like that. That's good. So we got these rocks, rockety rocks. We got some stuff in there, a little bit of fruity treasure. We have Pier. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more like Christmas. Cool, good. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. In the Caribbean, which is probably... I have literally no idea. Literally no idea. Okay, cool. So the other things we're going to need to do are essentially just work on the beach a bit more. So objects, because what I want to put some like building thing down on the beach. We could do it. It's very possible to do. I'll do that. I will do it. Where would the building go? And when you say building, what are you talking about? Dude, my dude, Dorado. Yeah, we can do that. What we can do is There's so much stuff to do. So little time. Let's get the structure in first. So we do have sea forts. We could put a sea fort in. The trouble with sea forts is that historically they haven't loaded for everyone. So if you put one in, it might not load. I don't know why. It might be that there was a bug with the level of detail. I think it should be fixed now. Some of these have kind of interesting roofs. You don't need to use the entire sea fort. You could just literally just use the roof and have it poke through the ground. Yep, get rid of you. Because we've got two sea forts. We've got that one and this one. I think this one's a little less interesting. Just because of the shape of the roof. The sea fort 1 has this octagonal... Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... octagonal roof. And you can use it as almost like a little forgotten gun emplacement, or a forgotten defense, or a forgotten castle top. So it's got something that you can use. I'm not going to use that right at this moment in time. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Shipwreck 6A. Wait a minute. Hello. Yes, I like you. Kind of like you a lot. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. Throw some shapes? Mish money penny. No, throw some shapes. Oh no! Wait, what? What witchcraft is this? It's a building, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, so I think I've done this before on another island. What you do is you put that there. Now, where do we want it? Where do we want it? We could put it up here, away from the beach, but facing the beach. So essentially what's going to happen is the grass and stuff is going to clip through on the inside. Any grass texture. That is going to be a problem for us. What I'm going to do is hit rotate. Because I like this railing. We're going to have to do something about it because it goes all the way around the outside. I kind of like the Buffalo Girls. But it gives us a good foundation for having just a little building. And because of the way this terrain is, if we don't mess around with it too much, it hides all the machinery from the bow and the stern. So it gives you a little wrecked room, a little bit of grass and stuff inside it. Yeah, okay, it's got a steering wheel. Nothing's perfect, but it does mean that you have like a building structure that can be down on your beach island. Terrifying, not terrifying. Good. Yeah, we're going to have to do something with that, but it kind of ties in with this whole beach area. I think we can do without that now. Yeah. We could probably do without that. Okay, cool. Cool. So we've got, what have we got? We have, this beach is, it's not done, but there's been a lot done to it. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. I think we should do something with this. We're going to need some rocks, rocky rocks around the outside. Probably have that interacting with the beach a bit more. Let's put that out here. Yeah, because this this framework around the outside kind of looks a bit... If you've ever been to the beach, you'll see that the buildings tend to be... Any building on the sand will have pillars and stuff holding it up because the sand moves, which is, you know, that's the thing. We'll hit up terrain, hit raise, a little bit down, slow the brush down, click, clickety click. Let's get rid of that. Good. Didn't want that there anyway. We can lower this a little bit around the outside with the hopeful effect that it's gonna get rid of some of the grass texture. I don't think it will, to be honest. But we'll just push back. Push that back. What we'd probably do is end up covering this thing with trees anyway. Mask it from the rest of the world. But that's fine. Yeah, rocks. So we're going to need some in order to help people climb over the top of it. Because not everyone is going to be like, oh yeah, thing. Alright, okay, cool. So we'll hit rudder rotate. Flat rock. Rudder rotate. Rudder rotate. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's literally the only person I'm telling is me. So we'll put that down in there. Okay. If we rotate that a little bit more. And then I think bring it up. Bring it up. I just want it. Do I want it interacting with that? Because it's quite easy to jump on this big old rock. We could probably use small rock as well. Boop, 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 boop. Small rock. Oh yeah, that one. Rotate. And press T. And then bring that in. And then bring it down. Just a little bit. There we go. Cool. Cool. Am I happy with it intersecting the railings? Yeah, I am. Because people can just literally walk up and go, walk in. And then maybe just hop out. If these railings cause problems for people, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. The other thing that you might be able to do is jump on the roof. That'd be handy, wouldn't it? So you can look down upon our creation and weep. Osmandius. No. Probably work on that later. We'll do something with that. But that's starting to put that, give that a purpose in the world. It adds a bit of a chunky thing to what would otherwise have been just a large empty apron of grass. And considering we're going to need a lot of the big trees are probably going to be in the interior. Yeah, so that is... I like that. I like that a lot. I like what we've done here. What we have done here today is most good. Most good. So, yeah. I think it's good. When the sun comes out, I'm just waiting for the sun to come out to see if this is going to be beauteous or terrifying or just... Oh yeah, no, terrifying. Look, you can just about see the ribs of the boat in the water. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, cool. So, we have done work. I'm going to leave it there because you work on it a little bit and then what you do is you go away and you have a cup of tea or you go to work or you go to school and just leave your back brain, your primitive brain working on these things. And then you come back and say, you know what? I really have, I've got a new idea time. Ideas are coming. Brilliant. So if you're liking this, definitely leave a like, leave a subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell because that will give you notifications when videos go live because YouTube is kind of a little bit useless. But there is a Twitter and there is a Facebook page linked from the main YouTube page. Go find those and do whatever you need to do on those. And you know what? I'll catch you next time.